This is the Ecovacs X9 Pro Omni, the newest flagship from Ecovacs. In today's video, we're going to quickly compare this to the flagship they just released a couple months ago, the Ecovacs X8 Pro Omni. And I'm going to tell you which one I think is a better buying decision. So without further ado, let's jump in the video. First off, I want to thank Ecovacs for sending both these out to me for full honest review, as I do not allow any other types of sponsorships on any of my channels. And if you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because I review smart vacuums and other fun tech on this channel all the time. And while you're at it, smash that like button, really helps out the algorithm. Plus, I'm human, I love little likes every now and then, makes me feel good inside. All right, so if you're watching this video, you're probably on the fence on which one to get, and I'm going to break it down really quick and easy right now. Whichever one's cheaper, that's the one to get. I'm going to tell you both these are pretty identical, and the minor changes, minor differences are not worth the extra cost. But here they are if you want to know what the differences are. First off, the X8 features 18,000 pascals of suction power, which did an amazing job of cleaning my floors and my rugs. And the X9 features 16,600 pascals of suction power with something they called blast. Now, in my everyday cleaning, I did not see any difference whatsoever between the cleaning ability of the X9 and the X8 with that additional suction power. So unless you're putting this to a very scientific test, honestly, you're not going to notice a difference in your everyday cleaning. They both do an amazing job of vacuuming. They both do an amazing job of mopping the floors with the Osmos roller, which is the coolest mopping system out there, where it's going to constantly clean it with clean water and has a dirty water tank on board, and then they will go back to the base station and get new clean water, wash the roller mopping, and then go back out. Really great mopping system. But the one other main difference between these two is the brush arm, where the Dbot X8 has an extendable brush arm that does pretty well in corners. Didn't do the best I've ever seen, but did pretty well. But now the X9 has an anti-tangle brush arm that does not extend out. However, the brushes are a little bit longer. We can see here I sent out the X9 first, and it did miss some in the corner, and then I sent out the X8, and it also missed a little bit in the corner, even though it did pick up a little bit more. So if that extra millimeter or so of cleaning ability in the corners is important to you, obviously the X8 is the way to go. But on the X9, it actually has a liftable brush arm. First though, this brush arm is also designed as an anti-tangle side brush, which means if you have long hair pets, you don't have to worry about the hair being tangled up around the brush arm. I don't have long hair pets, I have short hair pets, so I wasn't really able to test this out. I gotta tell you, the main brush, which has the anti-tangle technology also, which has been in a lot of Ecovacs over the past few years, does a great job of preventing all that hair from building up around the main brush. In addition, like I mentioned, the X9 has a liftable brush arm. So when you send out the robot to do a zone mop only clean, so if you have a spill or something, you can select a specific spot, say just one area of the kitchen, not the entire kitchen. You want to make sure you select mop only, which is that big yellow button. There's no words on there, but if you click on it, it'll tell you that it's a mopping only selection. That will turn off the vacuum so that liquid does not get sucked into the dustbin. It will also raise up that side brush, and that way when it goes and mops, it's actually sucking that liquid into the onboard dirty water bin, and then it's going to discharge it in the Omni Station dirty water bin. And because those brush arms lifted up, you don't have to worry about them growing mold or bacteria. Now the X8 also has that mopping only feature when you're doing the zone cleaning, but it doesn't have that liftable brush arm, so keep that in mind. In addition, the X9 has a lab feature, where you can have that brush arm lift up when it detects larger debris. That way it doesn't scatter all that debris everywhere and it gets sucked into dustbin. And as you can see here, it did pretty well. Even though the arm did not stay up for very long, it didn't scatter all the debris everywhere. So in all honesty, I still think it really comes down to whichever one that you can get for cheaper. If you really want the extendable side brush for the extra millimeter length that can get into the corners, get the X8. If you have to have a liftable side brush, then go for the X9. But when it comes to everyday vacuuming and normal mopping, they both do a terrific job. And like I said earlier, whichever one is cheaper, that is the one that you should get. They both also have the Eco voice assistant, and they both also work with Matter, so you can bring this into your favorite smart home platform, which mine is Apple Home. Absolutely love this feature. And there's one other little minor change. There is a light now on the X9 that's going to help with the obstacle avoidance in the dark, or if you want to use the camera and be able to see. So having that light is definitely a nice little plus, but I don't think that's something you should be paying extra for. Let me know in the comments below if one of these features persuades you to get one over the other. Would love to know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys. If you guys are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and the like button truly helps out the channel. I will see you guys on the next video.